Yeah, we brought it. Well, I also wrapped it up in Taco Bell napkins because I'm fancy.
You did. We'll do yours later.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. We've been having technical difficulties. We've been trying to record for the last 45 minutes. So we are already spent. Damon, how was your week?
Okay. My week.
I was still professional, by the way.
You were.
Thank
You did pretty good. You did pretty good. You had good energy, too.
I have a 44-ounce smoothie that's empty
Yeah.
because we've been in here for 45 minutes.
Yeah. You ate. Hey, that's 1 ounce a minute. That's pretty good. Way to ration it.
Yep.
Way to ration
Yep. I'd be dead if I was on that alive mountain.
So I have a cool story. Some of this you lived with me. So I took Marissa to her first concert. Okay, we went and saw at Joliet. What is it? Taste of Joliet. They had the Goo Goo Dolls. Okay, and
I heard that was big.
they were really good. They were really good. I was impressed. I did not realize that. What is it? Johnny Resnick, I think, is the singer. I didn't realize he plays guitar that well and that he sings that good. You know what I mean? It was really wild. So anyway, I enjoyed it a lot. So did Marissa. She likes a couple of their songs. So I get home about 11:30, 12 o'clock that night, right? And weird, but I stuck my hand in the fridge.
Wow, that's a shock.
Weird, huh? Listen, I promise it happened. I know
You could have just said
doubting
you
me.
got home, and we could have implied the rest of that.
Yeah.
Inferred. I'm
So
sorry.
you're in the
We
fridge.
Could have inferred. So
Right.
you got home. First thing you did, fridge.
Yes, you're in the fridge. By the way, nothing felt super cold in that fridge,
Ooh, that's a bad sign.
including the meat, the milk. Yeah, everything.
I've been there.
Yeah. So anyway, fast forward. Now it's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm going to the gas station to get ice to try and salvage like the condiments and the cheese and the stuff like that was in the drawers that were like still cold.
Did the gas station ask where you were taking that ice?
Yeah. I live right
Right
there.
there.
I promise.
Right there.
I live right there. So, so I did that, and then fast forward to I had to cancel my plans on Saturday, which really stunk with my buddy Tom, and I put a post on Facebook about, hey, I need to know where to buy a refrigerator. Now,
Have you tried Marketplace?
that was everybody's number one answer. Survey says, no, I want new.
I know a real good place in Peoria. You want to go to there?
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I end up going to a local place, right? And first off, Wilson texts me and just goes, having a bad day, huh? That's all he says. Okay? That's his text.
I thought I said something else on top. Was that later? I sent something
That
on
was,
top
yeah,
of
it was,
Okay.
yeah, but he started out with just like,
yeah.
hey.
I was like, you're having a day, huh?
Yeah.
That's what it was. Having a day.
Huh? Someone's having a day. And I thought, this is not what I need right now. Because he just poked me. Yeah. Works. You were your own hero. Yeah, pad works. So I'm
45 minutes.
I'm almost regretting fixing that button now just because of how you got to use it. But anyway, fast forward to, hey, if you need a hand, I can help you. So I was like, why don't you saddle up, Buckaroo, because we're about to go fridge shopping. So I went and got a truck for my buddy, and we head out. And
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
We're about to get into this. Mac, you're going to love this. We're about to get into this Quonset hut that's locked down by a padlock, like an old school, like.
Yeah, gym locker padlock.
Gym locker, school locker block.
Yeah.
You go around twice, you go around once, you go back to the number. Damon's like, I can't figure it out.
I tried. Three times. I walked away.
I believe you.
He's going around and around and around. And then, he goes around twice, and then he goes, number.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, in the middle one, you got to go around once to the number. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what's weird is I actually told him once, I go, okay. And then I still did what I did.
Yeah.
And then I got mad, and I was like, okay, get
He's
in
like,
here.
you just do it. I just went, tick, 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 snap down.
We're in. So anyway.
But that was just funny. It was just like, I can't.
So what we do know now is at least if it's going to be a minimum of Oceans 2. If there's a padlock, if there's a padlock like that.
If there's a master lock that you can literally break with like child pliers.
Yeah, it's never Oceans 1
I'm off.
if
If you
there's
ever
a
need
padlock.
to get past Morse code,
Yeah.
I'm not your guy.
Okay, so it won't be Oceans 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if
I
there's
can do a padlock.
especially if there's a MIDI pad involved.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Press the button.
I don't know.
Nothing.
That might be the one from
Press
the
the
garage
button.
sale. I really don't know. That might be the one I bought. Used.
Don't
I
push
know.
the red one; it might explode.
Yeah.
All right, so we get the truck.
So we get the truck, we head out, and we go, and it's wild. So the place we go to, they have scratch and dent, they have this and that, but I was looking for new. Okay, found one. Thought the price wasn't too bad. We drove away, had to go get some iced tea. We're thirsty. Went out iced tea. Thought about it. Checked a whole bunch, scoured a whole bunch before we just drive around, because we live in a day and age where everything's at your fingertips.
Yeah,
which is it's
we
great.
learned back in our phone first.
Yes,
That's what they taught us back
phone
then.
first, because we did. Now remember, I
Because
told.
the internet said in stock.
Oh yeah.
But that was an asterisk 4 pages deep.
Yeah.
The vendor.
Yeah.
Not actually here.
The big one was, hey, why don't we just run down to Coal City, this mom and pop, give them some business, la la la, right? And we're like, you know what? I'm going to call first. I call and I tell him, I go, hey, here's what here. First off, you can call me ghetto if you want to. I have white appliances. I only like white appliances. I don't like
that was
stainless.
the best. He's like,
you know.
yeah, I want a French door freezing the bottom white. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
they don't make those anymore, buddy.
guys like, you want me to help you load it into your trailer or whatever? You know what I mean? It's like, dude, this is just what I want. I have a new washer.
Yeah, that guy in Coal City was very like, whoo,
Yeah.
for every question you had.
And what's funny is their website, we checked the in-stock merchandise.
Oh, he Marshalloni'd you.
Oh, yes, he did. You can tell that story. He Marshalloni'd you because you were the one on the phone looking
All right,
at
so
it.
recap of the Marshalloni story.
He's on speakerphone.
I used to work across work. I used to live across the street from a pizza place. I call, I want to order pizza. They say we're closed. I say, I see your open sign. Immediately they turn it off while I'm looking at the window outside at them. And I was like,
Correct.
kudos.
Yeah. Well played.
You win, sir.
Well played.
Well played.
Yeah, good point.
This guy, we're like, yeah, it's in stock. Here's the number. He's like, I don't see it's in stock. I'm like, well, I'm reading right off your website. 555, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. SKU
you know,
number. Yeah.
Yeah. White trash color fridge.
Yeah.
That's the SKU number. It's in stock. I scan away. I go to a different one, come back. In that 30 seconds, he had clicked it out of stock. So when you go back, we can't even find that one again. And he's like, what's that number again? I'm like, I don't know. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Because you've taken it off your website.
Because it's now out of stock.
Well played.
I'm telling you, it was solid. But it saved us a long road trip to find out that he didn't have it, even though it said it. So anyway, we end up going back to the first place. And then I try to work a deal, which I got a little bit of a deal, but I saved $100. I saved a lot of money off of what it normally costs, but I saved another $100 off what they had marked. So
Now, I just want to let you know that delivery and install was $60.
yeah.
Remember that $100 as the story continues.
Was delivery and install $60 on that?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm going to tell you right now what we did, way more than $60. Okay. Way more. So we load this thing up. We're coming back. We got straps on it. All of a sudden, I'm like,
No. Strap.
yeah, strap. But it's a heavy one.
Yeah, it was a
It's heavy one.
3,000 rated pound
Oh,
strap.
yeah. I mean, this thing, I could have strapped another car
It
to
would have
this
gotten
truck.
half a diamond for sure.
We'd have been fine. So anyway, I get out to check it. It slid all the way down. Like the fridge is ready to like tip over out of the truck. I'm like, okay. There's a lot of money back there. Okay. As we know, because we just gave Matt gifts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value.
There's 2 coffee mugs worth of money back there.
Yeah, worth it. 2 coffee mugs. But fast forward, we get back to my house. We get it unloaded. We have to get the other one out of my house. So we take the doors off, do it. We try to make it easy. You know, we get the handles off, everything else, get it out the house. We don't care about that one. We can slam it down sideways. Nobody cares, right? And as long as we don't ruin my stuff. Then fast forward, we go to put the new one in. And it's like, well, now what do we do? So when you are correct, I didn't see it said $60, but they also wouldn't have done it that day. They wouldn't have been like,
That's true.
oh, are you going back home right now? We're driving over. They'd be like, we'll do it on Thursday. I'll be like, I need to eat food today. Okay. So I really need this thing plugged in. But what was funny is so we get back to the house and I had to shut the water off, to move the other fridge out because the one thing doesn't shut off, which miraculously I left it closed completely. And, when you turn the water back on, and I said, you know what? That angle stop, it's closed. The next owner of my house, because that fridge is going to be there when I move. The next owner of my house is going to see that's off and be like, oh, there's a problem. I open that sucker right back up. I'm like, you know what? Why don't you crank that down and unhook this fridge? You're going to be mopping for a while.
Right.
It comes out full bore, and you can't stop it. Okay, I've tried putting a finger over it. It just gets you showered. That's all. So, and then, like I said, fast forward, we get the fridge in, get it set, and had to wait, I don't know, about 2-3 hours. And then it told me I had to throw out all the ice for the first 24 hours. And if you saw the first ice cubes, which you did, that came out of there, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think graphite is a real color of ice.
It reminded me of Back to the Future 3. I know. I get it. Broken record.
Yeah.
But when Doc Brown has a giant machine and one cube comes out and it's half brown and he's like, iced tea? Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Every one of your cubes had that sheen of gross.
They were like gray and black. I'm like, how does this happen? It was ridiculous. But no, we got that all set up, got our groceries in it. We're good to go. But that was our...
And I was like, I could probably take off. And Damon's like, oh, no, I'm going to need you to open the padlock when we take the truck back.
We take the truck back. I gotta go put the truck back in my buddy's shop. I'm going to need you for the padlock. The only other thing that I left out is I tried sliding into the guy, and the guy claims he caught me, that he understood. But I asked him, I said, we had to go over to the warehouse to get it out of their warehouse, which was a block away. So it's not, it is in stock at their property. I'm fine. I'm not knocking that. But I said, hey, could you guys help me load up my car? And I realized I said the word car. And he kind of raised an eyebrow.
No, you didn't say car at that point.
Didn't I?
No, you.
Oh, what did I say? I said,
said,
help me load it.
Yeah.
Help me load it. But anyway, so then.
He offered it. No, we'll help you. We'll load it up for you. And you said.
Yeah, I go, hey, you guys tie it down on the Honda too? Like, that's what I said. I go, will you tie it on my Honda too? And he looks at me, and then he looks back at the thing, and then he goes, hey, you got a truck out there, right? That's what he says. And I go, Yeah. Yeah, why? Like that, he looks, and I go, I was just messing with you. He goes, oh, I knew you were messing. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't say you knew, because you didn't. You knew as much as Mac knew that was the wrong board. Okay? That you knew very little. That's all. That's all we knew.
What was so weird is that we went over to this warehouse, and he's like pulling into the third from the right.
Oh, yeah,
so
got
we
all
back
these
into
doors.
that. We're waiting. Rolls it up. There's nothing else in there except like an ATV
Yeah.
and
Like this fridge.
Yeah, the fridge and the ATV and nothing else. We're like, was this it?
Yeah. Good thing I bought the one.
Yeah,
the
was
one you
this-
had in stock. But it was just amazing. And then cut to Ted doesn't even know this part. This is the best part. So I'm reading on how to do the controls. The instruction book, page 9. This is what it says. Page 9, opening and closing doors. Okay? I go to page 9. It says refrigerator use, opening and closing doors. This is the quote directly from there.
Hit me.
There are 2 refrigerator compartment doors. The doors can be opened and closed either separately or together. There is a vertically hinged seal to the left of the refrigerator door. That's in the direction book to let you know you can open them individually. You can open them one at a time.
I know what this is. It's because the left door has that extra flap
Right.
where some people literally think that you have to. Remember back in the day, you'd have doors like that where you'd have to close one and close the other,
yeah.
like shed doors.
You mean
or
like a truck door when somebody slams the
like
wrong one?
Like a van door, right. When the wrong one goes in the wrong order.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking.
Okay.
So they had to let you tell people, we understand it has this flap. It'll go under and around the other door should you need to do that.
I just found that I'm like,
Well, yeah,
okay.
it's like-
There
they're
but
hinges and the door's open.
there are 2 refrigerator compartment doors. I'm with you so far. You know what I mean? It's like it was just insane. So no, that was kind of my weekend summed up. Like I said, I had a good time with my daughter. Had that happen, and then on Friday, last thing of my week, there is a dead to me,
Oh.
a new dead to me, and this is a very big dead to me, and you'll know when I tell you.
Before you onto that, we're losing someone. We'd like to thank you, Michaela, for coming in and getting this set up because Brian had other things going on.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming out.
thank you very much.
Thank you for being more professional than the guy who's here every day.
Thank you. Hey, by the way, let's give her one.
There goes my hero.
There we go.
All right. Anyway,
Mac, you don't touch the buttons. You don't get any of them.
Anyway, dead to you.
Yeah, here's where we're at. Dead to me. Jimmy John's.
Oh, the Johns.
Yes.
This is
Dead to me.
big.
And now listen, this is a real dead. This is almost on the same level as some store where I think I'm done. Like never again will you get a nickel of my money. And here's why. I went to get a sandwich. Okay. I went to pay cash. I handed them a 50. They looked at me like I was stupid.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Well, okay. You're with them so far, right? They hold it over their head. They look at it and they hand it back to me and they go, we can't take anything over a 50. And
Wait a minute.
I
Now I'm
stopped.
looking at them stupid. Now.
Right. So I looked at her and I go, hey, I said, that is a 50. And she goes, we can't take anything over that. I said, the only thing that was over was your head. And you looked at it and it's a 50. And now I'm like, now I don't want you to make my sandwich. I already ordered the guy starting on because now you're going to do something to it, even though I can see you. But yeah, they literally told me they won't take anything over a 50. I had a 50. I have no sandwich. So that's one way to get a fat guy mad at you forever. And I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to laugh at that, Mac. That wasn't that funny. It's proven. It's a thing. So I went and I spent my money somewhere else. So it is what it is. But
well,
no,
we went to that one somewhere. We went. Were you with me? Was I with someone else? We can't take any bills. We can't take any $50 or $100 bills,
and that makes sense.
which
Okay.
is fine. But someone at some point they had to put. They said we can't take anything over 20, and someone just like you couldn't figure it out.
Right. Yeah. So
Well,
we
it
can't
doesn't say I can't use a 50, but it says you can't use anything
Right.
over a 20. But this
Right.
isn't a 20.
Right. But here's the deal. When I hand it to you and it's a 50, do you need to put it over your head to make it look like I made that in my shed at home and I just handed it to you and then hand it back to me and be like, we can't take this.
That used to, because my mom likes to give out $2 bills.
Right.
Our friend Terry works at Silver Dollar City. Part of the name of that was that they would give you change in silver dollars as part of like a free marketing.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
back then you'd pay $5 for something, you'd get $3+ in change. You'd get 3 silver dollars because it was a marketing thing. My mom thought she worked at $2 Bill City because she would give out $2 bills everywhere, and then I'd try to spend them. People like, this is fake money. I'm like, no, it's
real.
stupid money.
It's real. Yeah, it's real.
I know it's going to ruin your cash register, and that gives me joy.
Yeah, 'cause you don't have a drawer for that.
But
Where do you tuck that
also,
at?
yeah, you got to hope that your deposit has a 2 in it somewhere. Is there a 2 in there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I get that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, like I said, just don't inspect the bill and then go, I don't take this. When I take it out of my wallet and hand it to you, just go, yeah, we can't accept that. What got me was the next step. And then I was just like, are you just messing with me? Because there's no sign in there that says it, which is fine. If that's your policy, it's your policy. But you told me over the bill I handed you. If you just said we don't take anything over a 20,
Right.
and then I'd be like, hey, you know what? Kudos. But she goes, when are taking over 50? Ta-da. You know, I mean, I don't know what to say.
She was the only thing I can think of is she was probably told 50 and above.
Right.
And she took that to mean over 50.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like she a dumb.
Yeah. She's not too smart.
It sounds like she works at Dummy Dumb.
Yeah.
Not Jimmy John.
She's not too smart. How about you? Anything fun?
We went out Father's Day. So this, I don't know if you want to date, stamp. I'm having a stroke. I know now I know what you felt like when no one jumped in to help.
Hey, but I'm not laughing.
Still hilarious.
I'm not laughing.
Have another stroke, I will die laughing. Anyway, we went out on Father's Day to play at Moonlight Theater, where you saw me do comedy.
Yeah.
Lovely theater. No problem with the theater.
Yeah.
I will have one comment. You saw me at night. This was a matinee.
Okay.
You know how the door works.
Oh, yeah. Bright.
Yeah. Every time someone opened that door that goes from the main floor to the bathrooms or to the balcony stairs, light would just come in and whoop, and then the whole stage lit up, and then it would whoop, and it would close back down. It was like, can you guys figure out put up a curtain?
Curtain. Yeah, curtain.
Go get a bed sheet. I don't know what you're doing. Just something to block this light.
Right.
But I don't know if a Sunday afternoon show in good old St. Charles, Illinois, is people just lose their mind about theater etiquette. Our boy Jerry's here.
Oh, my God.
If you're going to turn the TV on, we need to adjust the volume.
Yeah, don't turn the TV on yet. Yeah, because you're going to have to turn it down because Mac was watching Murder, She Wrote or something earlier. So
and it echoes. And
yeah.
Anyway.
We fixed the reverb. Go ahead.
So first off, we're in the aisle because we got the first. Because I know it's first come, first serve. Now, assigned seating.
Seat
so
yourself.
we got there early enough that we got an aisle seat.
Yeah, totally.
And then there's a couple next to us. And then there's 4 tables. There's a couple next to us and a couple next to them. Late in the game, this woman comes up. She's like, oh, are there 2 seats down there? And the other woman looks and goes, no, there's only 1. Now, 8 seats, 6 people. There's only 1 seat left. Do
False.
that math. Thank you. You got there really quick.
Yeah.
Tina's like, well, that was dick.
What?
And I was like, excuse me? She's like, that's a dick move. And I was like, nice. Yeah.
Go into the paint.
Right.
Way to go, Tina.
Yeah. Bring it hard in the paint.
I like it.
And first off, that she acknowledged that, it was a dick move, and out loud said, well, that was dick.
Yeah.
Because that's something I would say.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's strike 1 in the like etiquette for the play. And then, well, first off, there's a woman there's a couple, throuple in front, 3 people.
Yeah.
Ordering bottles of wine like they're free, like small trial bottles of water.
Really?
Yeah. This guy's just coming down with buckets of like iced wine like throughout the show, and I'm like, bro,
They probably love that.
it's a 3 o'clock on Sunday. Well, yeah, but then they started acting like this. We're watching Rocky Horror Picture Show, like. It was
now it's interactive?
Yeah, it was Murder on the Orient Express. So Hercule Poirot comes out and they're like, "Hey, fatty, solve this case, bitch!"
Oh, no way!
No, you stuff, and then, oh my God, it was just they were literally.
So you had 2 shows. You were watching 2 shows.
So them, and there's people behind us that are talking to the thing. Oh yeah, she probably did it. It was probably that one. I'm like, you know, they're humans. They can hear you up there.
Right.
Also, I can hear you here. Stop talking.
And you don't always hear very well. So
Right,
when you're taking that all
was-
in, you're taking that all in.
Just the whole thing was bonkers. They were calling out stuff. They were like doing. It was almost like you're. Hey, he's behind you. Shut up.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to know that.
He's acting. It's a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the straight up etiquette of that place was not the place, but the people there was just.
Well, but you got to
bonkers.
figure, man, if they're down in bottles of wine, they're not shipping them out.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
not,
but then Dick moved down the aisle. Hadn't had that much wine yet. They were just like, no, this is
Yeah.
for us. We're spreading out. We're spreading out.
yeah.
So that was it. It was weird is that I saw that show professionally done, and not that these were
Right.
semi-professional amateurs.
Right.
But I saw it done professionally done at the theater, kind of where Dr. TJ
Okay.
lives. And that had a phenomenal stage, phenomenal that's why I want to see. I'm like, oh, I want to see how they do it on a smaller scale. I regret decisions.
Yeah. Had some regrets?
Yeah, there were some people that it would be like partially through their accent, or through their thing, they'd lose their accent. They'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna all go down to the store and talk." It's like, oh my God.
Like they're overdubbing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute. Were you cussing there?
There's
And then
one
someone
guy
else
was
came
trying
in
to
and
do like a
overdubbed?
French Belgian accent for part of it. And he's like, oh, we must find out who might have committed this murder because I need to know because this is my train. Who committed this murder? And I'm like, oh my God, dude. Can you hear yourself out loud? I can hear everyone down here. Can you hear you?
It'd be funny though if like in his own voice he was saying like stage like now walk out stage left. You know what I mean? Like he's giving himself notes. It's like you're saying it out loud, brother. You're saying it out loud.
Yeah. So it was fun. We had a good time, but it was just we walked out, we turned, we were both to each other. It's like that was bonkers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But see, those are the ones you remember.
Yeah.
You know, if you went and saw just an average, you'd be like, yeah, I saw that. But now you have like a true story to go with it.
So that was a good thing. Second, now this is a different thing. Pretend that this smoothie I'm eating is a hot bowl of soup, a fragrant bowl of soup. Doesn't matter what kind you want. Imagine if I'm trying to blow it off to keep it cool. Do you A, and I have to say this out loud for the audience, blow it across the top towards you, or should you B, blow it at an angle down towards the table? Which do you think is better for the person sitting across the table?
Yeah, down towards the table.
Thank you!
Yeah. Yeah.
For the past 3 weeks, I have nasally eaten everything that's been across the table from me at every meal.
Nice.
And does not pick up on, and I'll stop and look. Just literally, I'll be like, eat, picking, cutting stuff, putting things, tink, tink,
There's
tink,
a new odor.
Tink, tink, tink. Silence. And I'll just stare as he's just blowing past my face. I'm like, are you trying to like blow ships across the ocean?
Yeah.
How hot is that? I'm like, you know what? This is funny. This, this ham sandwich tastes a lot like nachos. Yeah. I'm not eating nachos.
I just find it odd when I have to blow on something like that. Usually I do it by the spoon anyway, and then you're blowing down and you're blowing over the bowl. Yeah,
it doesn't matter what they're doing. Whatever vessel they're bringing it to their face.
Yeah, the only time
across.
Yeah, the only time I usually blow on like a cup or a bowl of something, it would be like if it was hot chocolate or something, like a cup of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I don't drink coffee, so I don't understand how that works.
Wow, this cereal tastes a lot like red onions.
Yeah, great, wild. This is wild.
You know what I don't like? Red onions.
Let me tell you what I'm not a fan of.
Cinnamon toast red onions. Is that what I'm not a fan of?
Fun fact number 1, Ted does not like red onions in his cereal. Okay? That's factual. Okay? Oh. I gave you a fun fact that you laughed at. Oh! Do you remember?
I remember you gave me one, but not specifically what it was.
Okay, so when I drained my house down from the water, okay? When I drained my house down for the fridge, because in order to, I turn the water off, it doesn't turn off at that. I have to drain the house down. So I shut the water off to the house. I turn on the faucet, the cold water, in the bathroom sink in the basement, because that's the lowest point, even lower than the silcox go out the house. It'll pull down all the cold water, okay? So I know when I pull that off, like you saw, we didn't drop a drip. We're good. Even though I have water above it, we didn't drop a drip. Now, fast forward to, I have Ted crank that sumbitch back on. Okay.
But you know what Ted doesn't know?
Yeah.
Ted doesn't know the bathroom sink was on.
Yeah. Ted doesn't know. Okay. Yeah. He's totally, he has no idea. So I go downstairs. I take him, we get it done. I take him back. We take the truck back. I come back. I'm doing things. It's probably been 2-3 hours. I'm like, I got to turn the lights off in the basement. I go downstairs and I hear water running and I go, oh no. Because I think I have a leak.
Right.
I don't. I have a bad memory. Okay. Because I ran the water for probably 3.5 hours. So I sent Ted a fun fact. When you turn on the water to drain the house down and you don't turn it off when you turn the water back on, it runs.
And I was like, hey, that sink's clear though.
Yeah, it was.
All
clear.
That brown water.
Yeah, it was not.
But what's funny is you sent me down to turn the water on and you said that the angle stop should be right inside the wall. You were talking about the outside wall.
Right.
But I had to go through a wall to get there.
Correct.
So I'm thinking right inside that wall. And I'm like, this one?
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
No. This one?
Yeah.
No. I finally turned the flashlight on my phone. It's behind a pipe, like in a shadow. I'm like, oh,
there it is.
The one I can't see.
Oh, the one that's at a 90-degree angle.
That one?
Got it. I'm like, yeah, water. But no, I let that run for 3.5 hours. Pretty crazy. By the way, my wife doesn't know. So we're just going to keep that on the down low.
Yeah, she'll find out.
Yeah. Monday morning. So
Monday.
That's fun fact number 2. Damon is stupid. Fun fact number 3. When Bill Gates' daughter started kindergarten, he dropped her off at school in the mornings while still Microsoft's CEO. Within a few weeks, other dads at the school began to drop their children off in the mornings instead of their wives. Now, you want to know what's wild? I understand because you see a multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever he is, right? And you're like, oh, he has time to take his kid to school. I want to be like him. I'm going to have time to take my kid to school. That was probably a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, why would that be a thing? Like, who cares? Like,
right, you should have been doing it already.
Right.
You don't need somebody who's, like, that'd be like saying right now, like, because Elon Musk is popular. People know him, and you go, oh, what does he eat for breakfast? Oh, I think you know what? I think I'm gonna have grapefruit, and don't just do.
mean, back when I had a rotating schedule.
Yeah,
I'd be off a Tuesday or a Thursday or a Wednesday, and I would go pick up the kids.
right.
And
yeah, but you didn't have.
I know no one likes a bragger.
You didn't have to have somebody talk you into it.
Right. I don't know one likes a bragger, but I could just walk over.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
to the school.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, you didn't have to start the car. You didn't have to start the car.
It could just be a walk and walk back.
And then luckily you didn't have to sit in that car line either. I'm sure there was a car line.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, so you're good.
And then, but then they started to try to dictate where I could walk to go back to my house, and I was like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, I now have my child. This is where I live.
Yeah.
I can cross wherever one of those like ladders are painted on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I can take that.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, you don't have to. I don't need you to hold up a sign.
Now, if you want to direct kids walking by themselves over to the crossing guard, that's
Totally.
fine. But I'm not walking 4 blocks down to the crossing guard to walk the 4 blocks back to where I live.
Yeah.
Because the crossing guard is towards the front of the neighborhood.
Right.
I live on the other side of the school. Not happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no, sir, that's not the walking path. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is a sidewalk. You wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you're not the boss.
Yeah,
of me.
they tried that once.
Yeah.
Once, Johnny.
Once. Shouldn't tell me where to walk, Johnny. But I just think if you model yourself, number one, Ted loves red onions in his cereal.
Yeah.
Facts.
Jerry has put up the TCO facts/Bible.
Yeah.
Number 1, Ted loves
Yes.
red onions.
He does. He really does.
Cereal.
So, but no, what I find odd is like if you try to pattern yourself, and I understand they say do things rich people do. They mean financial decisions and business decisions.
Well, yeah, I watched a guy that was a reel on Instagram or something like, hey, you're a millionaire. Why are you eating a pack lunch? And he's like, well, if I go to X restaurant, it is X dollars a day. This is,
right.
Y dollars a day. You subtract that, I get Z. If I was to invest Z this year, just leave it, don't even touch it, just throw it in the thing in a safe investment.
Yeah.
In 10 years, it'll be this.
Yeah.
And
that's for my lunches.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And that's just from me, eating a sandwich and an apple instead of, getting a burger and fries every day.
Yeah. So
that guy's a millionaire. So Buffett, eats like a Big Mac.
Yeah. Same.
That's it. Like he goes.
And he pays change.
Yeah.
He pays cash money, change out of his thing. Yeah. So I worked for a gentleman who owned a private jet. His wife packed his lunch every day. And now his one...
Did he wash his pets with it?
Yeah. He did not. It was not a pet jet.
It wasn't a pet jet?
Not a pet jet. But my point is that he ate whatever was in his lunch. And his one thing was, I think Perrier water. Is that sparkling?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that was sparkling water before.
Yeah, but those... Or Pellegrino. Pellegrino's what I'm thinking of. Pellegrino. Okay.
That's kind of a nice...
And so here's the deal. That was his thing, but he goes, I buy it by the case. He goes, and I just put one in my lunch every day and this and that. And that's my thing. He drank regular water the rest of the day. That was just his lunchtime. Boom, that's what he had. So he'd might have a ham and cheese sandwich, whatever she made him. Have some lettuce on there. It was a nice sandwich. Congratulations. But you see that, and then you think to yourself, and then what's weird is you got the guys that are working with you, and they're all running out to lunch, and they just spend $11. They spend $14. They spend $22. And you're like, hold on. There's a millionaire there doing this. So I understand stuff like that, but it doesn't mean I have to eat his sandwich and drink his water. Right. That means I follow the principle. Now, again, picking up your kid, you're seeing it, I get it. But you can't immediately go, I'm going to be CEO of a huge company if I just take my kid to school. That's not how math works.
No, he did it reverse. He made it so he has free time.
Yeah.
And he's using it to spend with his kids, which is great.
Because
spending time with his kids is not giving him the free time.
That is you have a very valid point, and I don't like saying that because you're not smart. But here's what I'm saying. You, right now, you have proven that, yes, he created that time for himself. So if you want to go do that, you need to succeed first. Like if you're late for work because you took Junior to school and you're like, I lost my job.
I'm getting ahead.
Yeah, acting like Bill Gates.
Yeah.
I lost my job. Okay, we might want to rethink our priorities here. Okay?
But why do you do it, Billy Gates?
Yeah. How you do it so good. All right, let's do, fun fact number 2. I want to see if you know this. So a tramp, is someone who travels and works only when necessary. Okay? A bum neither travels nor works. So what is a hobo?
Rides the rails?
Oh, he's a willing worker who travels.
All right.
Okay?
I will tell you this, that none of these words are popular with the people that work with the homeless population.
You are correct. But my point is, we've been to the Hobo Museum. You know, we saw some of that stuff was really cool. Like when they showed us the
Yeah.
what was it? The like they put up
Like their language.
yeah, they leave stuff so people
Yeah.
know, like, hey,
Like,
there's a dog here.
was-
Hey, these
yeah.
people they'll feed you.
It was almost like hieroglyphics.
Yeah. Hoboglyphics. It was kind of neat. You know what I mean? Is that a word? Can we have that?
I think you just made it.
Jerry, hoboglyphics. Put it in the Bible. Put it in. So hey, look at
Yes,
he's gonna type.
Did,
This is a
what
live
did
typing.
you say a bum was?
What?
What did you say a bum was?
A bum neither travels nor works. So
Is
the
that-
Bummy Bears.
Yeah. Is that why you named yourself the Bummy Bears back in the day?
Yeah. So you neither travel nor work. So and I-
Once you have gone through our catalog and re-listened to our catalog, once more,
yeah.
check out the Bummy Bears.
Yeah. When you
You
look,
can find them wherever you find all of your podcasts.
when you can recite all of ours word for word,
Yeah.
then you focus on another podcast.
We do recall.
Wow.
Yeah.
We do call back enough that it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, don't focus ahead of time. All right.
When are people going to find out we just clip these together from
Yeah,
other
it's kind of
shows?
weird. This is kind of weird. We've never we haven't recorded in months.
Yeah, we haven't recorded it in the new studio at all.
Yeah.
We've only heard about it. We hear
So-
it's hot and it sucks.
This one here. Okay, first off, correct and correct. Okay. So what's funny is that's the proprietor laughing into the microphone.
He laughed harder than anyone.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I
Nailed
think,
it.
You know what's weird? I think it's hotter in here today because I can tell by the size of Damon's pit stains that I believe must be humid. Wait till he stands up. We'll circle the ring on the back of his shorts and we'll see how hot it is in here.
That's what I call a 4-alarm day.
Yeah, right. Right. Every once in a while, he just comes in and sprays Febreze. You know, what are you doing? You guys are kind of big, and you're in here. You're sweating. I just want to make sure that I don't have a problem.
Are these seats wet? No, it's Febreze.
Ted, stop blowing Damon's odor. This Ted's blowing me that way.
He just Febrezed you.
Did you Febreze me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm eating it.
Should get the hard to reach
Now, I'm eating it.
areas.
Now my cereal tastes like red onions and Febreze.
Ted's a big fan of Febreze too. That's number 3. All right, here we go.
I'm not kidding.
My mouth was open. One tech company in China motivates its programmers by hiring, quote, cheerleaders. These young women chit-chat, bring food, play ping pong. That is so random.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait,
random.
can I be the one? Wasn't there a place a few weeks back where they got just like token white dudes?
Yes.
Can I work at this one? Because I want to play ping pong with the cheerleaders.
That's
Yeah.
What's your white guy doing? You're one guy that works here. What's he doing? Oh, he's playing with the cheerleaders. They're playing ping pong. He's in a suit though.
Yeah.
He's in a suit. We're good.
I mean, I don't play ping pong no more.
Yeah.
Not
But it
for the
says-
U.S. government.
But it says play ping pong, and then here's the last thing, and clap for the programmers. Okay. The HR manager said, this is a quote, the programmers are mostly male and terrible at socializing. You think? Says the presence of the girls has improved their motivation. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, now, one
Well,
of two things. Now they think they're players.
They could be using the hand clap as noise as subterfuge.
Yeah. Hey, I think they're clapping in there.
The cheerleaders stopped clapping, yet I still hear the
Yeah, I think they're clapping.
everybody clap your hands.
So, but what's great is they call them cheerleaders, and their job is to make you feel good about, I don't know, printing up that spreadsheet. I mean, what do you?
Well, they're programmers, so they sit there all day and /C:/ hashtag Octothorpe.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody colon backslash just like that before. I've never seen that. Bravo. But then to just be like, by the way, the other random thing they do, we put in ping pong tables.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they don't have time to play ping pong if they're clapping for the programmers all the time.
Right. Well, they play one-handed. They just high five. That's all
Or
they
they
do.
swap.
Yeah, they swap.
They look so forward to ping pong.
Here's my last fun fact. A woman with a fear of dogs adopted Boo, a dog afraid of people. Together, they overcome their fears and formed a trusting bond. I don't think they did.
Yeah, I think they sit on opposite sides of the room and it's like, and then the dog starts barking.
I'm telling you right now, they're both in the back of their mind. That's my favorite. You ever seen the meme where the guy is petting his dog and the air bubble says, "I wonder what my dog calls me." And then the dog looks up and goes, "I wonder what bitch face Malone is thinking right now." And I laugh so hard because that's what this lady's dog's doing. She's in the corner going, "I gotta watch her. I don't even know." And then the lady's like, "What's the dog doing?" You know?
What's the dog doing? The dog's like, just fall asleep.
Yeah.
I dare you.
You know, you're not trusting. You are correct to be not trusting. But how do they know the dog? So the dog's afraid of people.
I mean, all jokes aside, usually when a dog is afraid of people, it's because something horribly
Correct. Right.
tragic has happened to that dog.
Understood.
Usually at the hands of some,
Yeah. At this
Scumbag.
some scumbag, right? Who probably just got a coffee mug or two. So anyway, may or may not, allegedly. Can we say allegedly? Let's say allegedly. All right, $2,000 worth of coffee mugs. Anyway,
some store.
yeah, some store. So anyway, I just find it odd that if you go into the pound and you go, do you have anybody? You have one that's afraid of everybody? Why? Because I'm afraid of them. That
Right.
I mean, how do you shop for that? The other thing is
Which
the dog.
which one can smell my fear?
I wonder though, is this a power trip? Does the dog pick up on that and be like, I could run this house?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go home with you. We'll go home. I'll go home
Yeah.
with you.
Suddenly the dog's like,
He's flexing
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
He's flexing up when she walks by. Where's my bone? Where's my bone? Yeah. So, but no, and they adopt the dog. The dog's name is Boo. So I think this is a real picture. It's a small dog. Okay. I think that's a real picture.
yeah. Well, that's like I was walking Titan yesterday because it was a nice day and it wasn't too hot and I hadn't done much. I'm like, I need to get outside, so I do that. And this guy was taking a kayak into one of the retaining ponds.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why people fish and kayak and small canoe and those things. They're literally mosquito central.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like the mosquito
Is there a
coast.
fountain in it at least?
No.
Oh, so
The-
it's
the two I
stagnant
have?
water?
No, yeah.
Stagnant water. Okay. Yeah, don't do that.
And I'm walking by, and he's like, and Titan starts running to me. He's like, "Oh, that's a real pretty dog." Yeah, but he thinks he's like a big boy. You know what I think?
Right.
So that's the same thing. Like if someone, oh, I'm afraid of dogs. I'm gonna get over that fear, and they get a Titan. They're literally the living stuffed animal of dogs.
Right.
Like he'll be, but you let him like you take the fence away, and he's like, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
You,
Never
slide, you slide the fence back. It's like, you know, I think we're buddies. Are you cool? You cool? I'm cool.
yeah, we cool."
Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to do a butt why.
All right.
I like the Jerry's here. We're going to do butt wipers. Get ready. All right. So this could either be a butt why or there goes my hero. I'm not sure. It's
Jerry,
one of the two.
is your mic live?
And survey says
There's
right,
a
well-
switch on it, Jerry.
there's
On the mic.
there's a switch. I'm glad Mac is here. He has gotten everything set up
Well, yeah.
wonderfully.
Now
today.
he's trying to look like he knows what he's doing.
right here. Let me.
There you go.
It's on a clapper. All right, your mic's live now. Let's go.
It's not being recorded though.
That's okay. He doesn't need to
Okay.
be recorded. I'm just
Just want to
we
make
just-
sure you
in
don't
case
think
we
it's
need to
being
interact.
recorded.
Yeah, in case you wanted to
That's
jump
okay.
in, we
That's
can
okay.
we can fill in for Jerry.
Yeah. So here's so I got a butt why or there goes my hero. All right, and it's Hetty Green, and this is her title: the most stingy woman in history. Her wealth is estimated more than $2.3 billion. Get this. She was born in 1835.
Is this one of those people that they died and suddenly they like went and looked in their bank books and had no idea?
Her family knew.
Okay.
So she was a daughter, because you got to remember, I read these butt whys.
Hi, I'm Damon.
Yeah. So it says she was the only daughter of a wealthy businessman. So she inherited from her father a fortune estimated at $7.5 million when she was 21. So she was born in 35. So in 1856, at 21 years old, she worth $7.5 million.
That's a lot of money in 1856.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money now, but nowhere like it was in
Yeah.
1856.
That's a mess you money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so she moved to New York to invest her money in Wall Street and was called the Wicked Witch of Wall Street. So now she married a millionaire like herself, but still lived on leftover cakes and broken biscuits in grocery stores and argued to get a free bone for her dog every day.
That's a bit much.
Yes. She was a very miserable woman. She sewed underpants when she was 16 years old and did not change them or buy others until the day of her death. You know what that probably means? Means someone else bought her a clean pair of drawers to be buried in because that's the day she bought them.
I have to imagine that husband millionaire was probably
Yeah.
probably paying someone on the side.
Yeah. So that's my wife, Funky Drawers. And
And this is my mistress. Clean as a whistle.
look, can I tell you?
Let me blow straight across for you.
Let me blow in your face. You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Could you have at least blown across clean and whistle?
Yeah, I still.
Why did you blow across Frankie?
I'm getting hit of red onions, and I hate that. I can't even finish my cereal now.
You could have proved it with the mistress. You didn't need to blow across your wife.
Right. It's me. Huh? Wrong way. Wrong way. So it says she never spent a penny. So it was said that she never used hot water, that she wore a black dress that she did not change until it was completely worn out, and that she lived on eating a pie that cost only 2 cents. Now, listen, the pie eating, I'm cool with that. I can survive. I can survive.
Suddenly Damon's like, nah, man.
I'm like, what's so bad about this lady, you know? But it says she caused her son to amputate his leg because when he broke it, she delayed treating it because she insisted not to spend no money and kept looking for free medical attention. Remember, now she's got kids. At 21, she's worth $7.5 million. Before she marries a millionaire, and she's invested everything in Wall Street. So God only knows what she's worth when this kid needs like, hey, Mom, could you maybe, I don't know, not buy yourself new underwear? I don't want to ask for too much.
Let's not rock the boat.
What about we pay to keep my leg? Any chance? Any chance? She's like, I don't have the money.
I can sew you a new leg.
So it says she died in 1916 at the age of 81 in New York City and was entered into the Guinness Book of World Records, which we found out how that was made a couple weeks ago, as the most stingy person in the world. The cause of her death was a stroke due to a quarrel with her maid because the maid asked for an increase in her meager salary.
Hold on. That maid is.
Now, you might play it one more time. She died and left behind. Hold on, get ready.
I'm on the cusp.
She died and left behind a huge fortune, and her children did not inherit her extreme stinginess, but rather they were generous to the point that her daughter built a free hospital with her money. I don't understand what it. You just rickroll her? Now we can't stop it.
Why does it sometimes stop and sometimes doesn't stop?
Yeah, I don't understand what you're doing here. Here's what I do know. I fixed the board, guys. I fixed the board, guys.
Fixed it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Again.
there's a picture. Those are the drawers.
Okay, so I actually saw this picture
Yeah.
somewhere this week on the interwebs and did not have the balls to read the story.
Yeah, I read the story.
Ugh.
Read the story.
Ugh.
Yeah. By the way, she's quite a looker at the ripe age of 81 or whatever she was. But the fact of the matter is, yes, I think her kids are heroes because, you know, that they didn't just take the stinginess. They were like, hey, if she's worth $2.3 billion
Yeah.
in 1916.
Yeah. Yeah, we call that the reverse Walton effect, where Sam Walton seemed to be a really decent guy. His kids got their
His
fortune,
kids, yeah.
and they're like, y'all getting burned down.
Yeah. Yeah. Dad's gone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dad's gone. You know that respect we have for the employees? That's gone.
Sorry about
you know
your
the
bad
respect
luck.
we have for the customers? Whoop, that's out.
Yeah. Sorry about your bad luck, but Dad's gone. Yeah. Old man's left. So, all right. So that was our, I guess we'll call it There Goes My Hero. Mac, we got to figure out what's in this room. That said.
That room is poison.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
That was a good one. I'm proud of myself for that one.
That's pretty solid. This room's poison too. Poison. Yeah. Yeah.
Poison
Wow.
running through your lungs.
Yeah. Well, slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no. I mean, whatever we got to do, it doesn't matter.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I got lost. Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
What's
Blow
next?
across. Blow
What's
across.
next, sir?
Hey, how long have we been recording since we didn't start at any real official time?
43 minutes.
All right. Then we are doing the strange story. All right.
Strange stories. Also, belated happy birthday to our best friend and pal, Dave McCulley, up in Canada.
What's up, Dave?
Finally received his hat that I promised him in 2012.
Yeah, it was a Canadian tariff.
Like 6 years before that
Yeah,
checks
we
out.
had to wait. Here's our headline. Bear breaks into a Canadian woman's car, eats up the upholstery. Okay? So that's where we're at. Cute but destructive. Kayla Seward's strange story happened in the dead of night on June 11th, so not long ago. It was around midnight when she and her husband heard a noise outside their off-the-grid home in Larder Lake, Ontario, Canada. See, you just wished
Yeah,
him.
see?
So there
Yeah.
we go.
Eh?
So
there was a bear?
But they're off the grid. They have a car. They're off the grid, and are they surprised that there's a bear in their car? I mean, they're off the grid.
Hey, everybody, I just want to know if you're heading down to Niagara Falls. I heard that's pretty fancy.
That headrest looks like a Twinkie. Yeah. But it says the couple thought the sounds were coming from the direction of the Seward's Honda. Okay. Could a burglar be messing with their car? Together, the two crept outside towards the car. Okay, you know what's weird? You live off the grid. I got to think you're armed, okay? I might barricade myself in, look for higher ground, and maybe get a visual of what's going on before I walk around outside.
Yeah.
Okay? You know what else starts this way? Friday the 13th movies.
It's true.
Okay? That's what happens. When you walk out and you hear, you're going to be like, okay, we probably should stay in the house. Yeah. Honda. Yeah. So it says, could a bear be messing with their car? So together, they crept around. They discovered that somebody had indeed broken in, but it was no burglar. Instead, it was a black bear drifting off to sleep inside the vehicle. Seward's husband captured the moment of revelation in a Facebook video. I would love to see that, Jerry, if we could pull it up. It is Seward, Seward, and her first name is Kayla, Kayla. So, and it looks like her husband, I don't know her husband's name, they don't give it. The bear might look...
Yeah, he was probably like, no comment.
Yeah. The bear might look kind of adorable. At least that's what you can see of it through the condensation-streaked car windows. What else was he doing in there?
Yeah, it was like the
Ooh.
Titanic car.
Yeah, come on. That feeling will probably disappear quickly when they learned what it did to Seward's car. It turned out the bear had managed to open the car door by grabbing the handle with its teeth. Here's the deal. Now, you could probably find teeth marks on the handle, so you can guess that. But otherwise, how do you walk up and be like, oh, yeah, that bear definitely opened that with his teeth?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
How do you know he didn't bite it, got nowhere, and then just punched right through the window?
Yeah, right. Right. It's like, did he get in and roll the window down?
I've seen those humans use this thingamajig.
Yeah.
Nope. Bam.
So weird. So, but it says that then it climbed in and proceeded to rip open the car
It's
seats.
probably stock footage, but they have like her footage superimposed over this bear that's just like, hey,
Yeah.
hey everybody,
It was me.
I'm a bear.
So
I
that,
slept in the Honda. My anaconda don't want none. Unless you got buns, hon.
so then you could do side bends or sit-ups. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Please don't lose that butt.
Yeah. Then it climbed in, proceeded to rip open the car seats, scattering their filling all over. They're not donuts. We're not scattering filling. That's foam.
Yeah.
It's foam. Okay.
Yeah, they're really romanticizing this
Right. Yeah. You're making this sound
bear destruction.
First off, I'm a little jealous of the bear right now because this sounds delicious. Okay. But it says,
Was it at Willy Wonka's place? Like
Yeah,
everything
right.
was, look around and you'll find everything goes in your mouth.
a Honda stuff with delicious filling. Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? But it says,
The Honda filling tastes like snozberries.
he also managed to tear off multiple interior panels. Finally, as a stinking cherry on top of the Sunday destruction, it took a big dump in the front seats.
I give this restaurant 2 dumps.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. If I wasn't so full, I would have left a steamer right here on the front, all right? You know I would eat at this establishment again, okay? This is good right here. This is really good. It says, you might think this is really strange for a thing for a bear to do. To the people of Larder Lake, however, they've come to expect this from the animal. Listen, if I had a nickel for every time a bear broke in my car, ate the headrest, and then took a shit, I'd have a ton of nickels, okay?
I'd only have 2 nickels, but it's weird it happened twice.
I'd only have 10 cents, but man, what a great story I get to tell twice.
Look at that one
So-
over there. Just hey,
Yeah.
hey, my buddy.
Yeah.
Take
Hey.
a dump in that car.
Yeah. So it says that's because destroying Seward's vehicle, the bear had broken into 3 other cars. Oh, but the real kicker is that he also wrecked Seward's previous car. So
Wait, that'd be great. He's just walking by and he's like, hey, wait a minute. That dumb bitch.
he looks, the license plate says like Winnie the Pooh or something on it. He's like, oh, I know this car.
I know this car.
I know this car. Yeah. I recognize that plate. J69121.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. I know that one.
I've been saving this dump for a while.
Almost exactly a year ago, the bear smashed the back window of Seward's vehicle and climbed in it. At that time, however, it was caught red-handed. What do we call being caught when you're sitting in your own feces in a car you destroyed?
Charmin butted?
Yeah, not red-handed. The Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry. That's too many words.
Always remember, bear strikes never happen twice.
Oh, as long as you change your cars. Imagine though, if that's like the first day. She just drives it home. Insurance just paid for other car.
Hey, where did that bear destroy the other car? I don't remember. I don't think it was here.
Yeah.
I think we're safe here.
Where'd you have it parked? Kayla, did you park in the same spot? After the capture, it was transported nearly 125 miles away. This is after the first time. Okay. Everyone thought it would wreak no further havoc, yet the bear somehow found its way back and broke into her car again.
Yeah, because they Incredible Hulked him. They're like, hey, let's say there's like, I'm gonna walk back.
Oh, yeah.
And when I get back 120 miles, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I don't care what's in that spot.
Yeah.
I'm destroying it. You know what I mean?
I hope I bear pray there's a car in that spot.
Yeah. So it says sweet, sweet foam. But why does the bear keep breaking into cars? What could it possibly want from the vehicles? As Seward's poor car indicates, the bear is after the seats. Specifically, it wants to eat the foam inside of them. You see, bears are bizarrely attracted to products made with petroleum and or formaldehyde. Wow.
Is that why they eat corpses so much?
Yeah.
Hey, this guy filled with formaldehyde is delicious.
Yeah. Oh, did you have the guy? You have that guy? Oh.
This embalmed man is real
the
tasty.
Filling. Imagine writing the story on that one. So he's shaking his filling everywhere. That's a person. As the materials come in contact with the air, they release various chemicals that smell irresistibly yummy. He still has to get to that point.
Yeah.
He gets in the car, shreds it apart, and then goes, oh, this smells delicious.
Well, that's just like you. You don't like the outer part. You just like the cream filling of the Twinkie.
You are right. You are right. Yeah. Swiss cake roll. You peel that chocolate right off. All the stuff is inside.
You can have both of these oatmeal cookies. I just want the delicious white stuff in the middle. Why are these oatmeal cookies both flaccid and wet? Well, those used to be able cream pies.
I picture those.
Damon has ruined most of them.
They walk outside and they're like, "Why do you keep doing this?" And he goes, it just blows it right in their face. And they're like, "Okay, I guess I understand now." Where can they find us, Dad?
Find us at thatchecksout.net. All the socials, that checks out. WDT, except for X, it's out WDT.
Yeah.
This episode has been produced at Audio Hive Podcast and Studio. Our executive producer today was Michaela. The guy who came in late was Mac. The two guys here every week are Damon and Ted. Don't forget Video Village, run expertly by our friend Jerry. Check out his podcast, Bummy Bears. It's on a hiatus. Maybe back one day, but you should check out the old episodes. Wherever you find our podcast, you'll find his podcast. Thanks for checking us out. We'll catch you next time.